Diana was fully aware throughout the engagement that Prince Charles was very involved with Camilla, knowing all the time that your fiancé may love you. I suppose he told her that he loved her, although, you know, having made the comment about whatever love means, you have to even wonder whether he did that. But certainly she would be aware throughout that Charles was mentally, if not physically, involved with Camilla. I mean, to the extent that they were speaking all the time on the phone, and he carried photos of her, he was sending her presents. That, for a young bride-to-be, is, I imagine, horrific.
And I do think that physically he gave up any relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles, at least for a year, maybe 18 months. It did stop and he did try.
Even if it wasn't physical, every time there was a problem in the marriage, and it began within minutes almost of the ceremony at St. Paul's, it certainly was a problem on the Royal Yacht as they went through the Suez Canal and into Egypt. Every time there was a problem, Charles could not seemingly discuss it with Diana. He would immediately ring Camilla.
He did try. I think he really did try. But he never was out of contact with Camilla, that was the point. He used to phone her still. And I think for Diana, the emotional engagement with Camilla was as painful as the physical. And in that sense, you could say he never really did give up Camilla.
Perhaps because of the growing estrangement between the royal couple, by 1984, Princess Diana was beginning to appear more frequently on her own. By this time, it seems highly likely that Prince Charles had indeed resumed his relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles, though there are many theories about exactly when it happened. Princess Diana herself implied that Prince Charles went back to Camilla Parker Bowles in 1984, about 3 years into their marriage. Whatever the truth, by now the couple was drifting apart and the marriage was in serious trouble.
When things started to get a bit difficult, then I think the friends sort of propelled Camilla back in there, and I would have thought Camilla was always in his mind.
Whatever else about his relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles, it did seem to be something which he needed and which gave him, and for all I know continues to give him, enormous emotional strength. Diana didn't have that.
They went out together on an engagement in support of each other, but they didn't actually support each other when they were there.
Charles was needy, Diana was needy, and that was one of their major problems. Neither of them could really give what the other one needed. And I think that he needed the comforting, sort of in a way motherly, as well as lovely, presence of Camilla. And on that score, of course, Diana couldn't compete.
Waiting to give her unofficial bouquet, 13-year-old Fiona Passmore couldn't contain her curiosity. Patting the princess, she asked, "How's the baby?" Princess, taken aback, asked, "Did I hear that right?" but said no more, leaving everyone laughing except an embarrassed teacher and a little girl, still without an answer, but still trying to find out.
Whatever difficulties there were in the marriage, the rumours of a second royal pregnancy soon came true, and it was confirmed that Princess Diana was indeed expecting again.
Hello, my friend, hello. It's good to meet you so.
As Princess Diana moved into the late stages of her second pregnancy, she and Prince Charles were still giving the world the impression of an idyllic couple. But in private, the birth of Prince Harry was to mark a vital turning point.
Like any father, Prince Charles was keen to introduce his two sons to each other at the first opportunity. And so it was that Prince William was led by the hand back to the room where he was born 2 years ago.
It was the birth of Prince Harry that, according to Princess Diana, marked the moment when her marriage effectively died, as she told Andrew Morton.
Oh, everybody was absolutely thrilled. As soon as the news came out, everybody was beaming from ear to ear, and people were going around shaking hands with each other. I went up to the main maternity ward, and everybody was laughing up there. It was wonderful.
The princess looked happy, relaxed and well recovered from her labour.
In many respects, neither Charles nor Diana gave the marriage very long. In terms of the chronology, they gave their marriage 3.5 years, 4 years, and before they went their separate ways, which by any standards, especially when it's a royal marriage where this is the future King and Queen of England, neither of them actually gave it the full heft that they should have done.
Unknown to the public, this was the moment when, for Princess Diana, the royal marriage effectively ended.
Then it was all over, and they drove away to Kensington Palace to start life quietly and alone as a newly enlarged family.
Next time, Diana and Charles put on the greatest show on earth, pretending they have a happy marriage.
They were a world-beating double act.
Diana becomes global icon, fashion symbol.
She was a true princess. She had everything that every young girl dreams about.
She was a stunner.
And she also becomes champion of the sick and disabled. But the myth unravels. Marital infidelity.
I do regret all the negativity around it.
And tabloid revelations lead to acrimony, bitterness, and finally separation.
This was the establishment red in tooth and claw. They were baying for blood.
It is announced from Buckingham Palace that, with regret, the Prince and Princess of Wales have decided to separate.
Stamping down on illegal activity and protecting the borders, Pick TV's off to the Emerald Isle at 9 tonight for a double bill of all new customs.